Hello and welcome to Eat Good with me, your host, Kirly Sue. This is the show where you, the viewers, have requested quick and easy, tasty, easy to make vegan meals. Today's recipe is cauliflower rice. Now, if you are not a fan of cauliflower, you're in good company because, fun fact, I don't actually like cauliflower, but I do love cauliflower rice. So for me, cauliflower, depending on how it's made, I will eat it. It will taste nice. And it's so good for you because plain white rice is okay, but in abundance is not the best. So a great alternative for those who are struggling with the white rice thing, cauliflower rice. So how do we make it? It's really quite simple to make. First of all, you obviously wash the cauliflower and then you break it down into florets that are this kind of size. They don't have to be all exactly the same size, just into small pieces, just like this that you see here. So just show you there so you can see it. There. So you place that into the food processor. I'm just going to put some in here. Our pan is already heating over there. Pop the lid on. And we're going to pulse it. So that means you don't let the food processor keep running. You're just going to do it in stages like this. That's pulsing. So it kind of start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. And we keep doing that until the pieces look like the size of rice grains. Which is basically how it looks now. So I'll just take some out and show you. See? That's more or less the size of rice grains. So I'll take some out so you can see. More or less the size of grains of rice, hence why it's called cauliflower rice. So in our pan here, we're just going to put a little splash of oil, just enough so it doesn't stick. And then we're going to add our cauliflower rice from the food processor and take out the blade. So add that first of all. Now this recipe is for golden cauliflower rice. So I'm going to add a few things to it. We're going to add our turmeric, which is going to give it that wonderful golden color. Going to add some mixed herbs. Going to have some spring onion chopped up. And just for a little bit of color, we've got some chopped red pepper. You can add other things to it as well to give it flavor. But then you just let it cook for about 5 to 7 minutes, and then that will be it. You can also add thyme to this or coriander. Any of those will be great. And then if you want to, you can add a little bit of salt or pepper if you want to as well. So you just keep stirring it around. So what you're trying to do here is the cauliflower has quite a bit of water content in it, so you're kind of drying it out a little bit. So you just keep stirring it because it doesn't take a lot of cooking because it's not a vegetable that requires a lot of cooking because it's not a very hard vegetable. So you just keep doing that. So I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit now. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, it looks this wonderful golden color, bejeweled with the red pepper. So it gives it nice color with the splash of green from the spring onions. You can use spring onions or scallions. Either of those works perfectly well. If you don't want to put turmeric in, you can leave it out. That works well too. And then this is kind of a good base, so then you can add whatever you like to it. You can add a tiny little bit of coconut milk if you want to it as well to give it some extra flavor. Sometimes when you pulse it, there'll be a big piece left over, but this machine did a good job. All you do is take it out and just do it again. That's fine. As you can see, it looks wonderful, rich, and this is so healthy, low in calories. This is good if you're trying to watch your weight or reduce your weight. This is also good for people with diabetes who are trying to watch how much carbohydrate they're having as well. And this is also good if you just want to eat healthy, and that's it. It's really good for you. And it tastes nice as well, because there are some things that people recommend for you to have to lose weight or to be healthy, and they do not taste good. Well, you're in luck today. This one tastes really lovely. Take it from me, if somebody doesn't like cauliflower, you will like this, I'm sure. Because for me, it's the texture of the cauliflower that bothers me. But when you have it like this, almost like rice, it works really well. And I always say, every day's a school day. It's worth learning, and it's always good to try. It won't kill you. I think we're more or less ready now. Let me taste it. That's nice. It just needs a little salt. So now we're going to add a little bit of salt, just like half a teaspoon is perfectly fine. That's more than enough. Give it a good stir. You just taste that. Yeah, it's nice. And that's how you make cauliflower rice. For more recipes like this, go to Hope Channel Southeast Asia or follow on hopetv.asia.
Well, vegan diet or plant-based diet. I must admit that the vegan diet is indeed the most ideal or the best diet for everyone. Well, we will be eating only vegetables and fruits and grains, every wholesome food that will definitely provide us with the nutrients that we need in order for us to grow healthy and strong. And I have attempted to become at first a vegetarian probably more than 25 years ago. It took me quite a while to learn how to get rid of meat and also trying to consume more on wholesome food, especially vegetables and fruits. But it did not last long because of the many challenges and struggles that I have to face, especially as we are living with people who are still eating meat. However, I truly believe that we have to move forward in order to try our best and do our best to turn to vegetarian and at the later part becoming a full vegan. And I truly believe that it takes a lot of courage to do so, and we need to really set our minds right and believe that this is the kind of diet that God wants us to follow in order for us to maintain a healthy body and of course eventually getting away with all meat products. And one of the questions that was always asked about vegan diet or vegetarian diet, whether it is biblical, because they assume that Jesus and his disciples ate fish. And of course, if Jesus and the disciples ate fish, then why are we so concerned about going into vegan or vegetarian diet? And I believe our chef Kirly Sue has answers to this question.
And now it comes to viewer questions. Today's question is quite an interesting one. It has a kind of religious slant on it. So today's question is, why do I have to become a vegan when Jesus ate fish? So my personal thing is, I never tell anyone you have to become a vegan. I just present people with the facts, and then it's up to them. They have a choice. So the choice for them is whether they want to eat meat or not. That is up to them. I think everyone should have a choice. Jesus gave people choices, so why shouldn't I? So therefore, no one is saying that anyone has to become a vegan. And I don't think it's a position of power if you're a vegan. It's all about personal choice. Also, yes, of course, Jesus did eat fish in the Bible, but that's not to say you have to eat fish or you can't eat fish. Again, I'm sure in Galilee back then, the fish in the sea were quite different to the fish from the polluted seas today. There's a big difference. So no one is saying anyone has to eat anything or not eat anything. The whole point is you have a choice. For me, I never tell anyone you have to be a vegan or look down on anyone who isn't a vegan, because I'm a happy vegan. I'm not an angry vegan. What other people eat is totally their choice. It doesn't offend me. It's their choice. I just say these are the facts about eating meat or not eating meat, and then the choice is up to them. So I hope that's cleared that up for you. And I also believe it doesn't say anywhere in the Bible that you have to be vegan, because a lot of people ate meat and fish in the Bible, and I'm a Seventh-day Adventist. I go to church. We encourage people to be plant-based, but it doesn't say you have to be plant-based. We just only eat, Seventh-day Adventists only eat specific meat and fish. They don't eat any and anything. So I hope that's helped you with your understanding of whether you have to become a vegan and how it fits in with your religious choice as well. If you want more recipes like you've seen in today's program, go to Amazon and look for the Eat Good cookbook, and you can get it anywhere you are in the world via Amazon. Hope you enjoyed today's program. Eat good, and see you in the next program. Bye.